Hi, hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Thank you so much for sticking around and coming back to another video. My name is meka.maraschino, and today I'm going to teach you how to be a hot bitch, just like me. I'm going to be quoting a lot of rules, and I guess you could say like prayers from the Bible. I'm going to be using this version of the Bible itself. So if you just want to take a look, so you can see, maybe you can follow along if you have the same one. I mean, what I'm telling you is going to come from the horse's mouth itself, Jesus Christ being the horse that I'm speaking about. So get ready, because I'm about to drop some serious knowledge on you. Let's get straight into the video. No dilly-dally, all right? Tip number 1. And I don't want to hear anybody say, like, this is corny, this is self-explanatory, this is da-da-da-da-da, because then why aren't you doing it? Tip number 1, confidence. And then subheading, fake it till you make it. I'm telling you now, if you don't have confidence, and it's very clearly like, I don't have any confidence, we can tell. We can tell. And you want to know why we can tell? Is because people without confidence show within the way that they talk to people that they don't have it. And you can see it by, when you do those little sly self-deprecating comments, or like walking around with the slunch and being like, oh, poor me, poor this, poor that, poor whatever. And a lot of the time I notice that people with no confidence tear down people who do have confidence in efforts to make themselves feel better. And I think a lot of the time they don't even realize they're doing it. So if you're one of those people that look in the mirror and like, God damn, I have no confidence, you better check yourself, because you might be one of those bitches. You might be the one and you don't even know it, which is where faking it till you make it comes in. When I tell you I feel so fucking ugly a lot of the time, I'm telling you the truth. It is what it is. It happens more often than I would like to, and that's something that I'm working on myself. You know what I mean? But I'm never gonna let anybody else see that side of me. I'm never gonna let anybody else know that about me, and I don't care if you think that that's good therapy or not. I don't give a fuck. It works. But truly, if you fake confidence and you see confidence and you want confidence, put yourself in the shoes of somebody who does have confidence. And then, you can feel what confidence feels like. Oh my God, wow, crazy how that works. I follow this woman who's like a public speaker. Her name is Abraham Hicks. And she speaks a lot about, if you're trying to manifest something for yourself, if you want something for yourself, right? Focus on the feeling that you're going to get once you have it. Once you get this thing that you've been wanting for so long, let's say it's confidence, let's say it's a fucking jet ski, I don't know what it is. You want this thing for so long. What you're chasing is not necessarily the thing, but the feeling that you're gonna get once you have it. So think about, really sit on what that feeling is, and then make yourself feel it. And be like, wow, I feel like that right now. Wow, I feel like that right now. And obviously you're lying to yourself because you don't have it yet. But if you're, constantly living in delusion, life is a lot easier. I'm telling you now. I think I need to cut my fringe. Or it's not fringe, but it's like, I don't know. It's like in my eyesies. I didn't want to cut too much because my hair is curly and this is, ow, damn. Oh, see, look, I cut it so short. But whatever, it looks fucking cute. I don't care. Rule number 2 of being hot. Make impulsive decisions when it comes to your hair, because it always works out. Once you have this confidence, right? I'm going to give you some tips on how to assert your dominance in situations where it needs to be asserted. A way to assert your dominance in any setting is when you go somewhere new, ask for something the moment you get there. And straight from the Bible. Ask for something the moment you get there, okay? So let's say you're going to like some group hang with some bitches you don't even know, and especially if there's men there, oh my God, it doesn't even matter your sexuality, but men like to assert their dominance way more than I feel like women do. So if you do it first, it's great. If you go to like a group hang or something like that, and it's somebody's house you've never been to before, first thing you do, oh my God, hi, nice to meet you. Can I have a glass of water? And then they go get you that glass of water. And then all night, you're sipping that glass of water, and they're attending to you and that glass of water. And once you finish that glass of water, you ask for something else. And not too much. Not too much, depends on the setting. So let's say you're going to like somebody's family's house or something like that, I would ask for like juice, or like maybe, I don't know, do you have like bread and butter or something? I'm just been hungry all day, stuff like that, just to really assert your dominance in that you're establishing the relationship that I ask, you give. And it's still friendly, and it's still fun, and it's still harmless. But I ask, you give, and that's how it's always been since the jump. That'll take you places, trust. I think affection within like platonic relationships is really important. I don't know what it is, but it gives just like a more warm feeling, I guess, when you come around. I like to hug every single person I meet and every single person I'm like friends with. Well, actually, I take that back. I don't hug every single person I meet. If it's a gross person that I'm meeting, I'm not gonna hug you. You know what I mean? But if it's somebody new, I'm like, oh my god, hi, whatever. Because I just think it's fucking polite. And we'll get into manners in a second. But I just think hugging is polite. I'm a real hugger, and it just adds that level of just affection and maternal energy to any relationship that you have, whether it's romantic or platonic, it doesn't matter. And maternal energy is honestly a really nice thing to give, because I feel like people put a lot of trust in people with maternal energies. Tip number 4, if you got cleavage, show it. If you got booty, show it. I personally have a good set of knockers on me. I love these bitches with my whole life, and I want to get a boob job. I want to get them even bigger, but that's just me. I don't like showing off my butt that much, even though like it's a cute butt, like I like it. It is what it is. But I don't know, just for me, like I'd rather not. Like I like it up here, you know what I mean? Anyway, you need to find clothes that fit your body and flatter your body, and then style your aesthetic around those clothes. Don't style the clothes that fit your body around the aesthetic, because the aesthetic's gonna be cute, but you're gonna look fucking dumb. You know what I mean? Like, let's say like you're really into like fucking, what's an example of this? I have no idea. Let's say you're into like 80s fashion, right? And you love 80s fashion so much, and you want to be a hot bitch from the 80s, but your body is like paper straight. Like it's like a ruler straight down. So when you wear those super high-rise jeans, it doesn't really flatter your body that well, because it's meant for bitches with curves. You can see the curves, but a style of jeans, that flatters your body perfectly. Sacrifice the aesthetic. Do not sacrifice the clothes that fit you. Thank me fucking later. Like me, for example. Clearly, I'm very much into like the Y2K kind of aesthetic. I got a bit of a gut on me, girl, and that's okay. So some of the clothes that I like, I purposely don't wear because it's not going to flatter my fucking body. You know what I mean? But clothes like this tank top or whatever, or hairstyles like this, it flatters my face. You see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you can do it for the craft, and I've done it for the craft myself sometimes. If it just fits the aesthetic, if it's just really giving the gag, and even though it doesn't flatter you in the best way, but it's still giving the gag, then okay, I get it. But if you want to be hot, you know what to do. Okay. Tip number something. I don't remember where we're at. We need to talk about fucking morals and manners, okay? Because these are so important. Whew, I could scream at how important these are. Nobody likes a pretty bitch with an attitude. I don't care what Latina Twitter told you. Nobody likes a pretty bitch with an attitude. God damn. Because you are so pretty, girl, but you are the worst to be around. I hate being around you. And nobody wants to hear that. Or that would suck for like people to say that about me. And I know like it just, nobody wants that reputation. You know what I mean? And it's so easy to avoid that by just maybe not being rude. But I'll break it down for you a little bit more. Honesty. Be honest. Try to never lie. I know you can't really never lie in life. I've tried and it just doesn't work. It's, I think, appropriate to lie when sparing someone's feelings. Like, if there's no reason to really hurt their feelings by telling them this, why don't I just not, and it's not harming anyone? Stuff like that, you know what I mean? But just try to be an honest bitch. Try to be a really honest bitch with absolutely everybody, and good karma will come back and repay you for it. Honestly, lying is such a horrible thing to do. Do not do it. Like, it's not funny. Just don't lie, When you walk up to a door and you are with someone who is of, I guess, someone who is giving the dominance within it, you know what I mean? So, like, let's say I'm walking to a door and I'm with some random dude. I don't know who it is. Doesn't matter. Some random dude. I'm going to walk up to the door and I'm going to look at him. so that he can open the door. You know what I mean? Asserting your dominance. It's like a dog pissing in somebody's house they've never been in before. You know what I mean? Asserting the dominance. But if I'm with like my fucking little cousin's friend who's 5'2" and 13, I'm not gonna stand in front of the door and wait for her to fucking open it. Like, I'll open it for her. You know what I mean? Like, you have to evaluate who you're treating. You know, you treat people differently. That's one thing that I stand by. I do not treat everybody the same. I don't know whoever said that that's like a rule, treat everybody the same. No, do not treat everybody the same. I treat everybody with different levels of respect. I treat everybody who treats me with respect, of course, but there's different relationships for different people. If they're a different age, if they're a different gender, if they're from a different walk of life, it doesn't matter. You treat people differently. You know what I mean? I'm not going to talk to my friend Sally the same way I talk to my fucking English teacher. Well, that's not true. I'm pretty tight with my English teacher. But like, I'm not gonna talk to Sally the same way I talk to my mother. You know, like the way I talk to my mother is reserved for my mother. The way I talk to Sally is reserved for Sally and people that are Sally adjacent. So keep that in mind. Okay, next rule. And once again, I forget which number we're on. Gifts are always so nice. When meeting a new friend, I always try to bring a gift, especially if I'm like, let's set the scene. I think me and my family have a lot of old-fashioned values. We're all like blue-collar workers from the East Coast, you know what I mean? Like very classic American family. That's how we're like. And a lot of those like traditions and values are very emphasized. Yes, emphasize. And one of them is if you're going over to somebody's house new, or if you're going over to somebody's house that you haven't been to in a long time, you bring a gift. And usually the gift is food. So if I'm going to like a new friend's house, or I'm going to my friend's house that I haven't seen in a long time, if I can, I will try to stop off at like a bakery or like a fucking Stop and Shop and get like cookies or some shit that I know that they like and bring it with me. Or if I'm meeting a new friend for the first time, whatever, let's say I'm gonna smoke or something like that, we're gonna go do something, I don't know what it is, I'll pay for something they get, or I'll, you know, just like to show like, hey man, like I got you, like we're cool like that now, like I got you, you know what I mean? I think it's super, super polite, and I personally notice it so much when other people do that to me, and you'll definitely now notice it now that, you know, like I've mentioned it, you're gonna see it, you know, and it's so polite and it's so nice, and people remember shit like that. Next rule on how to be a hot bitch: don't go anywhere if you have less than $20, unless it's like your best friend's house or like a cousin's house. If you going out and you have $18.75, you're not going out. You're staying home. You're staying home. Yup, you are staying home. That ain't even enough for an Uber in some places, all right? Like, you're, let alone getting food, getting water, whatever it is. Sometimes you gotta pay for the fucking bathroom, you know what I mean? Like, that is not enough. So, if you don't have $20 and you're going out, you're going outside, you're not going outside. I'm here to tell you now, you're not going outside. I'm sorry. Don't do it to yourself. Do not do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Here, let's scroll through the doctrine. Oh, grooming and hygiene. Holy shit. Okay. I don't necessarily believe that you have to, when I say have to, shower every day. I personally like to. You don't have to shower every day, but grooming and hygiene, make sure that that is very important to you. Make sure that that is now a part of your daily routine. And I will tell you, especially from somebody who suffers from like pretty bad depression and anxiety recently, which also, just sidebar, I never used to get anxiety, and I've been getting anxiety crazy recently. It's so annoying. But anyway, it's fine. Like, I'm dealing with it. It's totally fine. But for someone who suffers with depression and somewhat anxiety a lot of the time, I know that it's super hard to like get your ass up to just do something, like to have the motivation to just do something. But if you make sure that like grooming yourself and having an extensive grooming routine is a part of your routine, and you stick to that routine, that's motivation enough to get up, to be honest. Like, I be stressing the hell out about like my popcorn chin, you know what I mean? Like, I know how to fix it, and if I get it, it's like, fuck, like that was my own fault, you know? So if you want, like, I can do like a whole video on like my grooming routine and like everything that I do to like make sure that I'm smelling like cupcakes and roses all the time. But I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Whatever you gotta do, you gotta do it. But make sure you scrub it up and make sure you got that skincare routine. Make sure you're doing your hair every day, every night. All that. And you don't have to wear makeup all the time, but if you do, make sure you take that shit off. Take it off at night. Okay? Don't sleep in your makeup. It's gross. Even if you don't get pimples, it's gross. Take it off, okay? Now for appearance. Now this is different because, you know, this is coming from a bitch who all the rules I'm about to tell you right now, I'm currently not following because I'm kind of unemployed and I don't have any money. But hot bitches don't even need jobs, so you know what, whatever. But these are my rules I like to follow when I have the money to follow them, appearance-wise. Nails, done. They need to be done. Nails and toenails, done at all times. I don't think that white toe shit makes any sense. Like, if you want to paint your toes fucking green, paint them green. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know who said that white toes are the standard. They're cute, okay, but they're boring. So I personally like a little French tip toe. I think French tip toes are so cute. French tip toes with long French tip acrylic nails, so fucking cute. I like painting my toenails pink. I paint them like hot pink or like this color pink all the time. Those are really the only colors I do, and like white. Those are really the only colors I do for my toes, but for my nails I do something different all the time. I really like press-ons. I think I have a video talking about like press-ons and shit like that. But I can do like a whole video on like, I probably should like my grooming and like all that stuff like that, like where I get my press-ons and what type of nail polish I use and shit like that. But anyway, yeah. So I do press-ons and painted toes, whatever. Your hair needs to be in a style, you know? So you can do like a braid out the night before and take it out in the daytime, and then you have a braid out if your hair is curly. You know, I got mine straightened, whatever. Box braids are a thing. You can get fake hair, that's a thing. Wigs are always a thing. I would say have a go-to wig. I have 2 go-to wigs that I can use. You know, just always having something, like if my hair don't look good, if my nails don't look good, if I have a backup plan, you know what I mean? I also think finding an outfit formula is really, really important, and it's super helpful too. Like we can see in the Bible itself, Paris Hilton loves her a tracksuit. She has an entire page full of just her wearing Juicy Couture tracksuits, and that's her outfit formula. If I don't have an outfit to wear, if I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna wear, I can put on a Juicy tracksuit. Yours doesn't necessarily have to be a Juicy tracksuit, but it does need to be something. For me, it's one of these tank tops that say something stupid or in the summer with shorts or loose pants and platform flip-flops, and I can wear my hair anyway, and I can wear my makeup anyway, and it doesn't matter, and I know that always looks good. A booby tank top, loose jeans, and or like velour pants and platform flip-flops. That's my go-to. So find something that flatters your body, you know you look good in it, and then get so many variations of the same things that you know you're always going to look good, period. These are all of my tips. I can make a part 2 if you want a part 2. If you have any questions for me, if you want me to go in depth on anything, let me know. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!